Hey everyone, today is actually 83 days left before I go to Ecuador to climb Mount Cotopaxi's base camp. And I thought I'd share a few things with you guys about if in case anyone is ever interested about doing a trek. This is my fourth one with Royal LePage, and all the money that we raise goes directly to the women's shelters in our community. So in my case, it will be going to Family Transition Place, 80% of what I raise. The other 20% goes to the Royal LePage Shelter Foundation for other initiatives like helplines and helping students in schools at an early age how to have healthy relationships. These are very important to me, and I think it's a great cause. So I hope you will support the trek. If you would like, I can send you a link later on. Now, what we have here today, I'm going to be talking about the most important things you need when you're doing a trek. Number one, the most important thing to make your trek somewhat pleasant is a good pair of boots. You want to make sure that your ankle is covered. You want to make sure that you have good laces. Don't buy cheap laces so that they don't break down on you, and always have an extra pair of laces just in case. And you have to make sure that you walk in them for quite a while before your trek, because you want to break them in so that you don't end up with any blisters. Now these are fantastic. I bought these at MEC, Mountain Equipment Co., and I've had them for years. Nowadays these are leather, but nowadays you can buy some that are almost like a shoe, like a big running shoe. Be very cautious as to, don't chimp out on your boots. They are the most important thing. I've seen some people when we're doing treks that chose a cheap pair and the sole fell off halfway through the trek, which is not very pleasant. So it's worth spending the money on those. The other thing is the type of socks that you wear. These are wool socks. What happens with the wool socks is that it wicks away the sweat. These I bought at Bass Pro Shop. There's a company called, or a brand called Ascend, ASCEND, and a lot of the clothing that I buy for trekking is from that brand at Bass Pro Shop. Now these keep your feet dry, and I have not had any blisters in all of the treks that I've done because of these socks and because of the boots, because they have been worn in to fit my feet. The other thing that you might need, depending on the trek, but most treks, yes, you're going to need poles. Nowadays they come up where you can fold them up like this. Make sure you get a good pair, and then usually at the bottom here, there's different types of stubs you can get. So right now this one here that I have, this set, is more just for regular walking, right? Like as you can see here, it's just a plain little stub. But then some places, depending where you're trekking, you have to get different types of toppers that you can put on there. So for this one is more like when we're doing a lot of rocky areas, we put these on just to make it a little bit easier, and it gives you a little bit more stability. Then the other most important thing is a backpack, a really good backpack. Don't buy something that's going to fall apart or not fit you correctly. When I first did my first trek in Machu Picchu, I went to Sail, and they measure you and they tell you which one is the right fit for you. And this is the one I went with. This holds about 35 to 40 pounds, which is pretty much, it works well. Like I am able to fit everything in there that I need for the day. And I even carry 3 liters of water with me. I have different bladders. I have 1 liter bladders, 3 of them, and then I fill them up. And I will finish those usually by about lunchtime and then refill when we're stopping to get water. So these are the really important things. I would say the boots and the backpack to make your trek a better experience and to make sure that you can finish it with good quality choices. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Just so you know too, also the clothing that you wear, make sure you buy stuff that will wick away. You don't want any heavy polyester or things like that that are going to make you sweat and you're going to be really hot. You want the fabrics that are going to suck off the heat from your skin so that, again, it's a little more comfortable for you. Ascend, again, sells that kind of clothing. All my clothing for trekking is from Ascend at Bass Pro Shop. So I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe if you're doing a trek one day, reach out to me and I'd be happy to, make some suggestions for you, or perhaps even train with you. Take care.